Let's talk about headers, header tags. Here I've got my doc type is HTML. I start off with my HTML tag and my head tag. Here's my title, boole site. Medicare set UTF-8. Here's the end of the head tag. Whoops. Where did that go? There we go. Next, I scooch on down to here, start the body. Now notice here, right after the body, H1, digital electronics. That's going to be very big. You move that out just a little bit. It's going to be very big, H1. Let's move that out of the way, and I'm going to bring the file in here that I've already saved and load it in. And let's take a look at it as we go through the code. I'll make this tad smaller so that it'll fit in like that. So here you see H1 digital electronics, end of H1. You can see that digital electronics is big, bad, and bold. After that, we have a subheading. That's H2, end gate, end H2. And that's not as bold or big as digital electronics. But that's the subtopic I'll be talking about. Within digital electronics, there are AND gates and OR gates. Now I'm going to describe what an AND gate is. I go down to the next line. And first thing I do is I bold the next line. And then I categorize the text within an H3 tag. And over here, end H3. Right, let me move that over so you can see it a little bit better. H3, and then end H3. And it says all inputs on this device. I'll make this bigger and then just move it out of the way. All inputs on this device must be high in order to get a high output. Move this aside. It says all inputs on this device must be high in order to get a high output. So I've got H1, H2, and H3. You can see they're all in descending order, and their size is also in descending order. I start over here in OR gate again, and you'll see H2 header, OR gate, end H2, and OR gate is clearly much bigger than the H3 level here. And so I moved this down just a tad. And this now says that within an H3 tag, this says at least one input on this device must be high in order to get a high output, end H3. And you can clearly see this has been made smaller than the H2 header. So that's how you can distinguish these guys and make your data clear. And then I've got end of bold, end body, end HTML tag. And that's it. Once again, with digital electronics, AND gate. All inputs on this device must be high in order to get a high output. OR gate. At least one input on this device must be high in order to get a high output. We'll make this look even nicer with time's passing. But you needed to see what the headers were. This is H1, H2, H3. Well, that's about all I have to say for now. Thanks so much for listening. This is George Boole. Bye-bye.